I take over 1,000 milligrams of caffeine a day. And I think you should take more caffeine. Whatever amount of caffeine you're taking, it's not enough. Caffeine has been proven to improve cognitive performance, improve physical performance, improve your health, give you superhuman strength, and help you burn fat. Now, a lot of people may hear me say I take 1,000 milligrams of caffeine and they think that's excessive. Hey, you don't have to take as much as me. You probably can't do anything I do. I do all types of shit you can't do, but you need to take more than you're taking now. And 1,000 is not that excessive. People start tripping when I say that shit, but let me introduce you to someone y'all might know, my favorite white science man, Andrew Huberman. Let's see what he's got to say about it.
Consume about 800 milligrams of caffeine a day. I drink, I'm half Argentine, so I drink yerba mate.
Oh, yeah.
Cold brew, zero sugar yerba mate, or I drink yerba mate out the gourd.
Huberman, everyone's favorite white science man. Oh, he's Argentine, and we just learned that. They kind of white, but he takes 800 milligrams of caffeine a day. I heard that shit. I was like, man, fucking rookie numbers. I take over 1,000 milligrams of caffeine a day, at least. Now, I'm not telling you that you should take that much today. You don't want to start with 1,000 milligrams. I had to work my way up to that. Caffeine is a super drug. So first of all, caffeine will help you burn fat. The Journal of International Society of Sports Nutrition. But this study shows caffeine increases maximal fat oxidation during a graded exercise test, right? Now, here's the thing. What's fat oxidation? Well, fat loss is a two-part process. It's oxidation and lipolysis. Lipolysis is when your fat cells are broken down into fatty acids. Oxidation is when your body uses those fatty acids for energy. This is one of the reasons why you have more energy when you take caffeine, getting it popping, right? So it's going to help you with fat loss. But that's not the only reason it'll help you with fat loss. A lot of you guys, you have cravings. You want to eat candies and cake like a child or a woman. And you're like, damn, how can I stop eating all these candies and cakes and sweets? Motherfuckers want a tasty treat in your mouth, right? Well, here's the thing. Caffeine is a potent appetite suppressant. When you're taking caffeine, when you're high off the caffeine, because there is a high, you won't be as hungry. So it'll be easier for you to not put a tasty treat in your mouth like your mama. She can't help herself. She gets one of them caramel treats. How she not gonna put her mouth on it, man? But you need to restrain yourself. You don't have to start with 1,000 milligrams of caffeine a day. In fact, some of you might be thinking 1,000 milligrams of caffeine is gonna kill you. It won't. You need about 10,000 milligrams of caffeine kill you, right? That's the lethal dose. 1,000 milligrams, nothing. It's not a big deal. You don't want to start there. I've been basically abusing caffeine since I was 16 years old. I used to take this shit called Rip Fuel before basketball games. One of the reasons why I led the league in fouls. And I think I still have the school record for ejections in the season. I was like a young Draymond Green. Caffeine also improves your mood. You know, this is Men's Mental Health Month, and it's also Pride Month. So it's all about the boys this month, you know, but caffeine will help you with your mood. Don't believe me? Here's a study, bitch. How caffeine can improve mental health and psychiatric disorders. One of the reasons that works is when you get caffeine, especially when you take a lot of caffeine, it floods your body with dopamine. It also increases the sensitivity of your dopamine receptors, right? So you get more dopamine, but you also feel the dopamine more. Caffeine is fucking awesome. I took 300 milligrams right before this. That's why we're all enjoying this video so much. Y'all have never seen me over the last 12 years on less than 300 milligrams of caffeine. Every time I fire up my camera, I take a pre-workout. Every time, 12 years straight. I take it before work. It is not even just pre-workout for me, it's pre-work. Before a meeting, a speech, whatever I'm doing, I'll take some pre-workout before it. Not only does it improve my performance, but it makes it more fun. It increases your dopamine levels and it increases the sensitivity of your dopamine receptors, so you feel it more. Here's a quick pro tip. Take a pre-workout before you have intercourse, vaginal intercourses. That's the only intercourse I have experience with. If you haven't taken pre-workout before vaginal intercourse, then you're basically a virgin. You ain't had real sex. So here's another reason why you should take a pre-workout before intercourse. Here's a study that shows that caffeine improves physical performance. So listen, if you haven't been taking pre-workout before sex, you ain't been giving your girl the best you can do. You ain't been giving her the most. You've been half-assing it. That's why she been cheating on you. Caffeine also improves cognitive performance. It's a nootropic. It's a potent nootropic. So here's a study. It shows the effects on cognitive performance, mood, and alertness. This is in sleep-deprived humans. So listen, if you ain't got enough sleep, man, get some caffeine. It's gonna help you out. Let's say you did get enough sleep. Will it still help you? Well, according to Harvard School of Medicine, boom, caffeine and a healthy diet may boost memory, thinking skills. The reason you get a quick wake-up call from chugging a cup of coffee, what white man wrote this, right, has to do with the way caffeine tricks your brain. Not only is caffeine a brain stimulant, but it also blocks receptors for a chemical called adenosine, which normally prevents the release of excitatory brain chemicals. With adenosine out of the way, these brain sparking chemicals can flow more freely, giving you a surge of energy and potentially improving mental performance and slowing age-related mental decline. It's a super drug. People say, oh, you take too much caffeine. Man, the only problem with taking too much caffeine, it's addictive, but it's also cheap. So who gives a fuck? Caffeine is cheap as dirt, literally cheap as dirt. Like if you went to Home Depot and bought like a bag of dirt, it would be like the same buying a fucking box of caffeine powder is literally cheap as dirt. It's gonna improve your brain performance, your cognitive performance. That's not it though. Here's another study. Caffeine is a cognitive enhancer. Yeah, man. Caffeine facilitates performance in tasks involving working memory to a limited extent. But that's not it. Here's the thing. You may be thinking, man, what about your long-term health? Boom. Several studies have shown that coffee drinkers tend to live longer than those who abstain from it. Here's a study published in the European Journal. All right, but there's another study from an American university. Stanford University found that caffeines may counter age-related inflammation and slow the aging process. Caffeine may counter age-related inflammation. Is from Stanford University, good American college. This shit is good for you. You need to take more caffeine. So what does that look like? I know you see other guys with their morning routines. My homie Ashton Hall, he's doing all this shit. I was like, where's the caffeine, brother? But he left a lot of stuff out. Like Ashton don't even urinate till noon. You know what I'm saying? He left everything out, right? I wake up and I don't take caffeine immediately. I used to take caffeine immediately, but I heard that because it blocks adenosine, you still have adenosine in your brain when you wake up from sleep, right? Adenosine is a chemical that makes you tired. If you take caffeine as soon as you wake up, it blocks the adenosine, but it doesn't allow it to clear out of your system. So that's why sometimes people get tired in the middle of the day if they start the day off with coffee. The homie Huberman, he said to wait 90 minutes after you wake up to take caffeine. Yeah, fuck that. I wait about 20 to 30 minutes and then I chug a pre-workout, about 300 milligrams of caffeine from pre-workout. I don't have no favorite brand. If I had to shout out one, I'm gonna shout out the shit called Woke AF by a company called Bucked Up, but that's only because those are my homies who own that company, right? As long as it got 300 milligrams of caffeine, at least I'm in good shape. Then I get in the shower and I shave and I do all that shit. Then I have my next meetings. Sometimes I'll take another pre-workout around 8, sometimes I won't. Right? I'll wake up around 5 or 6 a.m. Depends on how I feel. I'll definitely take another pre-workout by around 11, whether I work out or not. Is the thing. For me, it's pre-anything. Then I'll probably have another pre-workout around 3, or maybe I'll extend it to 5, around sometime between 3 and 6 p.m. That's when I have my third pre-workout. And that gives me about 900 milligrams of caffeine per day. But I'll probably go over that because sometimes I'll take a shot of espresso, which has about 70 milligrams of caffeine. I'll take a few shots of espresso every now and then. And it's not always pre-workout. Sometimes I'll drink protein shakes and I mix it with like 4 shots of espresso. But listen, man, you need more caffeine. You can't be sitting around here tired. If you're tired, you might as well be retired. You can't compete with the motherfucker who's out here doped up on caffeine. Man, you just can't compete with them. You might have to start half a pre-workout, maybe 1 shot of espresso. Figure it out, man. Now, some of you motherfuckers would be like, oh man, maybe I should take pre-workout before I goon. No, motherfucker. You should not be out here gooning for recreation. It's not something you want to be better at, but you need to have it before intercourse and before work, any kind of work. If you're going to write a book report, if you're going to study, take pre-workout before you study, man. I'm telling you, man, it's going to make it more fun and you're going to do better. And if you want more advice on how to burn fat, I got a video to show you. You can watch right after this. All right, cool.